Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, my name is Miftahul Jannah and friends Mira Francisca and Muhammad Faiz Ardiansah from grup presentation of 4 will present about Pancasila as a basis for nation's character education. Character education is an attempt to build the character of the Indonesian nation based on the values of Pancasila. Pancasila is the worldview, ideals, and beliefs of the Indonesian nations. Pancasila as an ideology is established from the spiritual, moral, and cultural world of Indonesian society and comes from the nation's view of life. Therefore, Pancasila should be used as a guide for Indonesian nation's life. Furthermore, nation's character education must be built based on Pancasila, not other sources as religions, culture, and goal of national education because religion, culture, and goal of national education are part of Pancasila. 1. Introductions. To educate the life of all nations is one of goals owned by Indonesian nations as stated in the Preamble of Indonesia in 1945. On the fourth paragraph G that states to form a government of the states of Indonesia which shall protect all the people of Indonesia and all the independence and the land that has been struggled for, and to improve public welfare, to educate the life the people and to participate toward the establishment of a world order based on freedom, perpetual peace and social justice. Therefore, the independence of Indonesia shall be formulated into a constitution of the Republic Indonesia which shall be built into a sovereign state based on a belief in the one and only God. Just and celebrates humanity, the unity of Indonesia, and democratic life led by wisdom of thoughts in deliberation amongst representatives of the people, and achieving social justice for all the people of Indonesia.
2. Character education of Indonesian nation. Inculcating character education is an effort to foster student moral and attitude based on the norm and values of God the Almighty. Character education is systematically designed and implemented to help students understand the values of human behavior based on God Almighty, self, other human beings, environment, and nationality represent in the thought, attitude, feeling, word, and action based on religious norms, laws, manners, culture, and custom. Character education is a system of inculcating the character values to school citizens, including the component of knowledge, awareness, and action to carry out these values toward God Almighty, self, other human being, environment, and nationality to become the complete human being. These values come from religion, Pancasila, culture, goal of nation education. Religion is the major source of character education of Indonesian nation because almost people are religious community, so that character education must be based on values and religious norms. Pancasila, the national ideology of Indonesia, must be implemented in the life of nation and the state. Thus, character education should be based on the values of Pancasila. Culture is a truth where there's no any human being lives in a society without constituted by culture values. Indonesian society is a society that has a wide range of culture, and thus character education should be derived from the values of Indonesian nation culture. The goal of national education include various grades of humanity owned by a citizen. Therefore, the character education of Indonesian people is based on the goal of nation education. 3. Philosophy of Pancasila as a basic of nation's education character. Etymological, the word Pancasila is derived from Sanskrit Indian, the language of the Brahmin caste. According to Professor Muhammad Yamin, in Sanskrit the word Pancasila has two kinds of meaning, namely Pancha means five, whereas Silia deals with the rules of good or important attitude. Thus Pancasila has moral and ethical principles. Moral principles and ethic in Pancasila can be seen in table 2 as follows. Pancasila is generally meant as worldview, way of life, view of life, Weltanschauung, a line of life, Weltbeschauung, hints of life, Wereld- and Lebensbeschauung. In the case, Pancasila is intended as a guide of life that must be practiced in everyday life. In other words, Pancasila is a guide of all activities and life and living in all area, in politics, education, religion, culture, social and economic. That means that all behavior and action of Indonesian nation must be inspired and based on the Pancasila.
4. Recommendation for character education of Indonesian nation. The character education of Indonesian nation is needed to be reconstructed because Pancasila is the basis of character. Indonesian has the same status as character education such as religion, culture, and goal of national education. Pancasila as ideology of the nation is defined as the values, ideals, and beliefs of Indonesia, of the history, society, law, and state of Indonesia as a result of crystallization of the values that already exist in the Indonesia country referred from customs, culture, religion, and belief in God Almighty. Pancasila as in ideology formed from the spiritual, moral, and cultural will of Indonesian society and comes from the nation's life view. Thus, the ideology of Pancasila belongs to all the people and the nation of Indonesia. Therefore, Indonesian people are obligated to realize the ideology of Pancasila in life of society, nation, and the state, or based on the values of Pancasila. Character education is one effort to inculcate the values of Pancasila in the life of Indonesian society. Therefore, character education should be a basis of the values of Pancasila as well not other circles such as religion, culture, and goal of national education. In the case because religion, culture, and goal of national education are part of Pancasila. 5. Conclusion. Character education is an attempt to build the character of the Indonesian nation based on the values of Pancasila. Therefore, nation's character education must be built based on Pancasila, not other circles such as religion, culture, and goal of national education because religion, culture, and goal of national education are part of Pancasila. So many presentations from your group may be useful. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.